Hey, what's up, people? This your boy Beat Exclusives back on the block in the building with yet another mind-blowing conversation with a very brilliant artist that, I've come to know recently from, my usual in and outs on, online, TikTok, vibes and all that. And this gentleman joined my live on TikTok, and after listening to 2 or 3 of his tracks, I mean, I can confidently say that, listen, if Ghanaians don't take care and this guy takes control of the airwaves, he go chair before somebody go overthrow him. But anyway, listen, I'm not the one to speak for him. That's why I've got him here live to come and, tell us who he is, where he's from, how long he's been in the game, how long he's been grinding, churning out music, and, where he aspires to be and all of that. And so, without saying much, hey, people, come on, Ghana, stand up. Charlie, yeah, man. All right, bro.
Big boss.
Yeah, man. Good to have you here finally.
Oh, bro. Thanks for having me in here.
Right.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, it's also a pleasure for me because obviously I am trying to grow. And so when I see people or when I see anybody that has that same kind of mindset, it really excites me a lot because, Charlie, I mean, the big platforms, nobody's really going to do it for us. And so if we don't pick up ourselves and, do what we have to do, Charlie, it is what it is. But anyway, we're not going to talk plenty. And so, I mean, before we get into, the long conversation, please tell us your name, where you're from, and a little bit about your background.
Okay. Before I start talking, I want to thank everyone listening to us. Nice. Yeah, and I want to thank my big boss
thank you
for calling me here. I really appreciate it. I love what you're doing. I love what you're doing for the upcomers and all that, giving us the opportunity to be here.
Yeah, man.
Yes, I thank you. Actually, this is my second interview.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Okay, when I started doing music, this is my second interview.
Okay.
So I really do appreciate. Yeah, my name is Joseph Arthur Boateng.
Right.
Yeah, and my stage name is Jab.
Right.
I'm from Kwewu Ebitifi. I was born there.
Okay.
In Kwewu Ebitifi.
Right.
Yes, right. And then I grew up in Accra, Shukura.
Where,
yes. So you should know, say,
wow.
Yeah, Accra.
Yeah. All right, cool. I mean,
Shukura. There's a place called Fadika Futa. Yeah. Yes, that's where I grew up. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool. Listen,
I don't know why you are shocked unless you tell me. Don't tell me you grew up there too.
Listen, bro. Same area. Zamrama line, Shukura, Russia, Russia Luso. Same area, bro.
I'm sure we've met somewhere. So
sometime. Yeah, I'm very sure because I mean, the place you're talking about, there used to be a cinema.
Okay.
There used to be a cinema in that same area, and one of my friends used to live there. And so, I mean, when I was in JHS, I used to go to the government school, and so it was they ran the shift morning and afternoon, and so majority of the time during my GHS times, I mean, it used to be GSS. When I'm in the afternoon shift, I'm in the cinema. I don't go to school.
Hey. Oh,
yeah, man.
Then so you know the place, man.
So yeah, so I mean, as soon as you mention Fadika Futa, come on.
You know, growing up in those areas, you know.
Come on. I mean, the only way we can make people that don't understand what we are talking about is maybe if you're from New York and you're from the Bronx, or if you're from London and you're from Brixton.
Yes.
Similar type of, comparison. But I mean, because the Bronx or America and, UK is classified as first class countries and Ghana is like a third class country, the struggle is not the same. The hassle is not the same. This is like the trenches. Like the same way Nima is popular when you say Nima, Ghana Nima, I mean, everybody kind of know the type of area you're talking about. Like Shukura is next to Nima like that.
Yes.
If you know, you know. And so it is what it is. All right, say no more, bro.
Yes, there's one video, one of my song, Mframa.
Yeah.
When I was raising the horse. So I got people like, this guy, how is he raising the horse like that? But people don't know where I actually grew up. We used to raise moto.
Yeah.
That's where we raise moto near. So people don't actually know where we grew up. If you look at Menahunian Kruna is where we grew up.
Right. Yes, I mean, if you grew up from that area and like the likes of Abu, Abu that used to ride,
Abu, wait, you didn't talk Abu Rizi.
Abu Rizi, yeah. If you
I'm sure I know my brother somewhere.
If you know the likes of Abu, if you know the likes of Abu.
Do you know this one? There's FBS Olumambu.
Yes, FBS used to. Yeah. Same on the same stretch. Listen, come on, bro.
Come on, you know the area. If you know Abu, then
listen, Abu. Okay, so when I was getting into music, I used to do cultural drumming and dancing. And one of the girls that I used to be in the same group with was Abu's girlfriend. And so I mean, constantly we see Abu around, like, and when he's coming, it's not just him. He always has like Faisal. I mean, there's a few guys that ride with him.
Them squads.
Charlie. Crazy. Hey.
Oh, you have kind me.
Listen, my first time, no, not my first time. I think probably my second time experiencing a street carnival is when FBS did their first street carnival on the Shukura taxi rank, around the taxi rank thereabout.
Okay.
When they did, and listen, I stood there like from when the thing started till daybreak. At that time I was very young, but I was there. My mom was literally looking for me in the morning.
Wow.
I was there watching the street carnival. Yo, bro.
That you grew up there. FBS used to come to. There was a photo studio, Braselom. He was a photographer. So FBS used to come there and then do their photo shoot for their album cover.
Right.
So when they come there, that's where I used to live. So behind the photo studio was my dad's house. So that was my house. So when FBS come there like that and I see him, I'll go and stand where they are doing the photo shoot and I'll be dancing there. I'll just be dancing so that they will see me and then
they recognize you, Charlie. Hey, listen, this is story for days, man. I mean, I mean, when you come from areas like that, it only teaches you two things: resilience and hard working. You get what I'm saying? Because you know that this is not where you want to be for the rest of your life, and so you're always looking for means and ways to get out. You get what I'm saying? I mean, we're not looking down on that area because this is like how our characters are made, and this is why we are all. I mean, you always have to be up to something when you live in that type of environment. You don't want to be seen sitting around. And literally, like, one of my friends that really introduced me to music production, he used to live in that same area, and so when I started making music, I was always in my friend's house in the same area, And so, hey, listen, big up yourself,
nice meeting you. Nice meeting.
Yeah, nice to meet you, bro.
I actually live in where I grew up.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
I'm really happy.
Listen, once upon a time I used to live on Loso Park. If you know Loso Park,
I know Loso Park. I can even tell you the color of how the Loso Park looks.
Okay, all right, cool. So I used to live on Loso Park.
You won't come home.
No,
the same color.
No. Hey, listen. Trenches, baby. Sweet days. All right, cool. And so, I mean, knowing where you come from, I know what to expect. But I mean, for the people that will be watching you for the first time, I mean, okay. So tell us what your childhood was like. I mean, have you always had music in your house? Like, did anybody in your house make music? I mean, how did you get the influence to, jump into music?
Okay, so my dad and mom used to sing home a lot, but they were not professional, going to studio and then recording. Right. Okay. So my dad is a Muslim, so I'll say that I'm a Muslim as well.
Right.
I wanted to be Christian.
Right.
Yeah, because my mom was a Christian.
Okay.
So growing up in where we were just mentioning, there were a lot of Muslims there.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a full Muslim community.
Yes. There was a mosque there. That was where I was born. That's where they even naming ceremony. Everyone was on the street. They killed cow, naming me. So they named me in the trenches. So
trenches, baby, Charlie. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. So
sweet.
My dad sings a lot. My dad has a style. He sings. Like, you know, singing. When you hear my dad sing, he sings like those Israels and Jerusalem. You know, they have a kind of sound and all that. So I've heard that a lot. And my mom is more of the Afrobeat type. You know, he likes jamming to tough one.
The usual high life and stuff.
Yeah. It's like it was in the family. But before they got divorced. Anytime I go spend weekends with my mom, there was one particular guy that used to live where my mom lives.
Okay, that I mean, around this time, what age were you? Around this time, we're talking about.
So that time, I would say I was like 7-8 years.
Okay, all right, pretty young.
Yeah,
right,
7-8 years. Yeah, but it wasn't far from Shukura. That was Rosh Alosu.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see, I go there, spend weekends there.
Right.
And there's one guy that used to sing, and when this guy is singing and doing riffing and all that, I'll be like, how do you do that? And he'll be teaching me. Abi Bill, may he so rest in peace. He's dead now. So he was the one teaching me how to, you know, say like, So when he's doing that, and I'll be like, teach me that thing.
Oh, sorry,
and he'll be teaching me and all of that. So you can see from my young age, I love listening.
Right.
So I love singing, but I didn't have the skill.
Okay.
But
all right,
when I actually decided to take it serious,
hold on. We'll get there. Don't jump the gun.
Okay.
We'll get there. Okay. So I mean, you experiencing your parents singing in the house, mom and dad. You know, eventually, you know, sometimes things doesn't go the way we want it to go, and so they separated, and then now whenever you go to your mom's place, there's somebody that was, you know, giving you a bit of, you know, guidelines, I would say.
Yes.
Around 7-8 years. And so, I mean, in school, did you exhibited any form of, you know, musical talents or anything in regards to entertainment? Why were you involved in any school plays, in any drama, anything like that?
No. So in school, I would say in primary school, the school didn't do anything to do with music, you know, playing instruments or anything. But guess what? Guess what? In my school, where I was schooling, there used to be some, if I want to, you know, capture the image again back then, because I was young, you know, 7-8 years, I was young. Slim Basta, if you know Slim Basta.
Hey, come on.
Yes. Slim Basta dances. That's where they do rehearsals.
Oh.
And my classroom, if you look on your left, you can see Slim Basta dancers doing rehearsals.
Oh.
So you can know the kind of school me I went to. My school didn't have window.
Same like mine.
Yes.
Same like mine. Definitely, I know what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah, you can see if you look on the left side, you can see the dancers and all that, and then singing and then playing the Slim Basta songs and all that. So anytime I'm on break, I go there, sit there, watch them dance.
Right.
Yeah. So I would say, going to school, that's what I used to see.
Okay, all right. And so let's fast forward from, you know, primary school, JSS, JHS. Did you do anything in the JHS?
So JHS was when I was, you know, I had one friend where he used to go to the studio to sing.
Okay,
right. Yeah, he used to go to the studio to sing, and then he asked me if I can sing. I said, I can sing. So he said, he got this beat there, but he wants someone to sing the chorus for. I can even remember the song till now. So I sang it was a love song.
Right. I mean, give us 2 lines from that song. I mean,
so
that would probably be your first time. That would probably be your first time going to studio.
That was my first time entering studio.
Okay, so I mean, just give us 2 lines. It doesn't matter. Nobody.
Yeah. So in the classroom. That was when I wrote my first song. Branabeda Sicilia, Branabeda Sicilia, Branabeda Sicilia. So it was a love song.
JHS, you're writing these lyrics?
Hey, is it not what?
No. But wait. Oh, back home, mommy. Oh, back. Did you not listen to all that? Come on, bro. Come on. No, that's not what.
If Paul Civic, that was his name, Paul Civic. Then, now, in JHS time, his name was Paul Civic. He put me on his first song.
Right.
But he doesn't have the song till now.
Oh.
Yes, he doesn't have the song. So
he didn't have money to pay for the studio.
I'll tell you the story. And that time when we went to studio, we paid 10 Ghana cedis.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
yes,
at that time, that is a lot of money too. Around that time,
that's 1,000 cedis now.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, bro. Where they go find 10,000 cedis go pay for studio? Where?
Yeah,
right,
and I think it was his school fees he took to pay for the studio. So that was the first time we went to the studio. Everything was new. I didn't even like see microphone, and it was just something else.
Right.
And we recorded, and there was one rapper there in the studio that was also, teaching us one or two things, sing it this way, sing, because we didn't know anything.
Right.
We didn't know anything. So that was my first time stepping in the studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so first time, JHS stepped in the studio, did your first recording. I mean, you never got the song out of the studio.
So we only played the song in the studio. The song never came out. Then the song was never also because
right. Okay. So I mean, now you've had a taste of how to make music, and so fast forward from JHS to SHS. I mean, did you carry the same passion from the JHS experience into your SHS? I mean, did you try your hands on doing any type of entertainment, music wise, anything in SHS?
Yes. So when I went to SHS, in SHS we have a lot. You can do the music, acting, and all of that there.
Right.
I don't know what happened. I went to join the drama club, I was doing more of acting.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of the singing, I paused. But there was one thing I was always doing in class. Getting to know some lyrics of songs that I love a lot. When I'm in class, I'll be singing. I was singing. I used to sing a lot. There was a lady called Dinah. She used to sing in church. So there are some of the lyrics for some of these, old traditional Ghanaian songs that I'll ask, this song, so what's the lyrics? I know the ready, but I don't know the lyrics. And then she would be like, okay, and I'll be like, that's it. And I'll be singing. I used to love singing, only in classroom. So when I go to the drama club, I'll just do the acting. But one thing I was doing more, I used to mime. So if maybe Sonny Badu is done a song, I will be performing Sonny Badu's song during entertainment time by miming.
Okay.
I used to mime a lot. If maybe Papi Kujo's song is out, I'll be miming it.
Right. I mean, I kind of see all of that as preparing yourself, because I mean, before you can jump to do your own music, you definitely have to learn somebody else's music. I mean, just become familiar with the process, and I mean how to even rap on a beat. You have to start with somebody's, and so I can see why it is necessary. I mean, when I was younger, I only started writing music because I saw my brother writing everybody's music, like from Lord Kenya to Obrafo to KG. He has like his notebook. He used to write everybody's lyrics, and then I mean, me looking at him like that, I never really showed any interest in music until after SHS. And so that's when, I got into production and blah, blah, blah. And I even started doing my own music because when I make the beat, I couldn't find the right people to jump on it. And so I said, I bought it. I'm going to start doing my own music. And this is, that's how I started making music. And so I see what you're saying. And so from doing other people's music in school and all that, at what point or at what time did you decided, okay, let me take myself away from doing other people's music to do my own music?
Yeah. So when I was in SHS, I used to see Medical Famille because I went same SHS with them. And when Famille is getting on stage, when I was in senior high, it was like, hey,
crazy.
It's like the whole place is shaking.
Peter.
Hey, when Peter gets on stage, he will be shaking like because and that time when Peter is performing, after he perform, me I go and dance. So I used to dance as well.
Right. Okay.
But I was not feeling the way they give the fans to Peter when I start dancing.
The energy is not the same. Right.
Yeah, and when Medical is also performing in school, it was something else.
Right.
Yeah, because I used to watch them. So I was like, I need to actually start doing something. But it was still not there. To be making serious lyrics was still not there.
Right.
It took time.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It took time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, okay. So you looking at all these guys doing their thing on a professional level, and making you feel like you can do more. What did you do? Did you start going to studio more? I mean, did you know somebody that had a studio who invited you, or you just walked into any random studio and started to get become familiar with the people in there and started making music from there? Or how did it happen?
Yeah. So it was after SHS.
SHS, right?
Yeah. After the moment I completed SHS, that same time there was a song that came to me, Sake for Christ, Sake for Christ. There was a Sake for, I'm like, I'm crazy for God. So I got a beat and I sang to that beat. So it was like copyrighted beat. And I carried my my cousin. I'm like, let's go to the studio. So that time, the man was charging 50 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
So we entered the studio, and that man was like, okay, so what's the beat? You have beat? I say, I got beat. And him too, he chucked the beat just on the system. Record, let's go.
No time to waste, Charlie.
Oh, that time, we actually didn't know how to structure, making music. I didn't know. So we played the beat. I just sang and started singing. And then my cousin too, although he's not a musician, he also just came to mess the whole track. So after, the guy didn't mix the song. He exported the song. No, because he exported it there.
Just like that.
Just like that. So he put it on on our memory card. We went home, we were playing the song. And then people were like, but what song has you guys? He's like, hey, this song
is the engineer no force. The engineer no force cry.
Yeah, this song there is no good cry. So when I used to dance, I joined a group called Worship Emotion. So we used to wear white masks, but we danced to only gospel. So I took the song to them, and I was like, no, this is my dance group already. So you guys, we should perform with this song, because this song, it's a jam.
Yeah.
When they listened to the song, they were like, Charlie, it's no good cry. they said, it's no good cry. Auto-tune. Hey. The man has cranked up the auto-tune and exported the song to us.
Oh, Charlie, wow.
Yeah. So then I said, me to enter the studio again.
Yeah, lie.
I will never enter the studio.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
when I'm
so
in church.
Yeah, your first experience, I mean, it didn't go as planned. I feel like the engineer should have helped you guys since you guys were new. But anyway, listen, he didn't really, I mean, he just wanted the money. So, okay, so, I mean, after that experience, I mean, besides, you singing in school and dancing and all that, I mean, did you do anything else aside school in regards to church? I mean, any events that you made any type of appearance? I know you were dancing, and so were you like, did you get the opportunity to dance on different platforms, or was it just
a lot?
Okay, I mean, what
of platforms.
What are some of the places that you got the chance to perform?
I can't even remember this event names, but we perform at Praise TV. We perform alongside Nathaniel Bassi. We perform alongside Joe Mettel. Perform alongside Emoji. Because I used to go Royal House Chapel. That was where the dance dance group was Emotion. Okay. So I used to see Emoji a lot, but I used to dance with Emoji as well. Okay. So I would say I've seen 99.9% of this high gospel artists.
Right. So I mean, you've had a lot of stage, experience.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I know how it sounds when you're actually on stage. When you get on stage and people are giving you fans, it's a different experience when you're on the stage. Yes. It's not like, hey, it's a different experience. Stage lighting and all of that is a different experience.
Okay.
When we are in a VIP room with artists and all that, it's like a whole different experience. But I wasn't there as a musician. I was there as a dancer. I believe God put me there for a reason.
I mean, I mean, sometimes, He takes you from where you least expect, just to groom you, for the greater good. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
I did drumming and dancing, cultural drumming and dancing. I did live band. I was part of a TV program on TV3, TV3 Bands Alive. I mean, and so, and when I was going through all that stages, I was only a drummer.
Okay.
I didn't know that eventually, I'll end up being, music programmer, or I'll know how. I mean, but I feel like now that when I sit down and I'm, I cast my mind back, I can understand why I went through all of that. but it was for me to get to this stage. You understand? And so sometimes, you know, Charlie, God's way, it not be one away. So you just have to respect, obey, and just go through the process. One day, when everything is said and done, you sit back and look back and go like, wow. So this was the reason. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so now you are a professional dancer, you know, you're doing stages with all these artists, musicians, and stuff. When did you decide, okay, I want to go back to the studio and take music serious? What year was this, if you remember?
So, you know, through all that time, I still never entered studio. So, if I would say after dancing, going on professional stages and all that, I now turned into a filmmaker.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I now turned into a filmmaker. That was like the whole total different thing.
Right.
I started working for a production called Kofas Media.
Oh, Kofas.
So they produce the Calibos in China and then all those movies and all that. So I changed my career. I was now a film editor and a cinematographer and all that. I started making short films, putting on film festivals and all that. Yeah, so
that's interesting.
I was still in the arts. Let me put it that way. Yeah.
Okay.
But all that didn't also stop me from singing. But I didn't still enter studio. You know, when I'm doing film scoring and all that, I know the sound I want to put out there. I know the feel I want. It's like me, I always know what I want.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So it was filming. Yeah, no studio.
Right.
Now,
but then you also mentioned that you were singing, but not like in a studio type of singing.
No, in the studio.
And so where were you? Where were some of the places you were singing at?
In church.
Oh, church. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I would say, I started doing like I even paused on filming and I started doing full-time ministry in church.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes. Right. I started doing full-time ministry in church. I was singing praises and worship, preaching in church. And all that. Yeah, it wasn't small. And the church microphone too. If I show you the microphone we were using there, you can see anytime we will lead praises and worship, I'll go home and then my voice is gone. Yeah.
Charlie, some of the church microphones.
The speaker alone. And I used to play the drums.
Hey, you be all around. Yeah.
Yeah. And anytime I'll go home, I have to go and put super glue under that shoe. Because the church I was going wasn't those churches that have this better sound system. It was like a local champion church. Yes. Even the pastor himself will be looking at the drums. Anytime the pastor will be saying, "Hey, Joe, the drums Joe played there is not easy. It was
motivation.
Hey.
All right, cool.
I'll be preaching. I'll be preaching. After I'll preach, after I will. It's now that I'm understanding why God put me through all of that. Now
it will always make sense at some point.
Yeah,
it will always make sense.
Being in church was when I actually start feeling okay. Something is building up. Because leading praise and worship, I can be leading the praises, and then I'll sing my own song there.
Right.
Yes, you
make up something. You make up something and sing it. Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. And then they will be jamming to it. Later on, they will ask me, the song that you were singing, what was it? And I'll be like, was I singing a different song? We will preview the video, and then I made a song there.
Right.
So that's when I actually said, okay, something is building up.
Right, that's lit. That's heavy.
Something is building up. When I'm doing worship, I'll do my own worship. They will start to sing along with the worship and all that. So I said, okay, God is building something in me.
Okay. All right. And so, I mean, in the church, you know, you finding your feet at the same time, you know, being a worshiper, you know, doing what you have to do for the Lord and for the body of Christ. Let's fast forward to when it became necessary for you to start doing music again, because now you are fully in the church. You're doing everything, becoming a movie director, cinematographer, editor, you know, now playing instruments and singing in the church. I mean, this is all preparation towards a greater good. And so when did you say, okay, let me go back and start being a recording artist?
When I finally came to UK.
Right. Okay.
Yes. Okay. I came to UK. I had my first born. So you can see it was like a still long journey.
Yeah.
It was one day I was driving in London on a motorway. So I was driving. I told my wife to bring her his phone. And I said, I'm getting some vibe. I'll get some vibe. So she recorded me when I was singing. The moment I got home, I started doing, like, you see what you are doing. I started doing videos like that, motivation videos. So I had microphone already there.
Right.
So I called one guy that was in my church in Ghana.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, can me beat?
Okay.
So he listened to the vibe that I got, and then he put a beat out there. So the studio was in my room. That was when I started recording.
Okay, great.
So I would say I sang a lot, but I never recorded myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. When my first time I recorded was New Me. That was the song I released. That was my first single.
Right. Okay. I mean, what were some of the emotions you were going through, recording that song? When the inspiration came in, I mean, at that point in time, emotionally, where were you? Were you in a happy place? Were you in a sad place? Were you, feeling some type of, anger, depression? I mean, where were you emotionally?
Was when my mom died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. That one there be different feelings.
So I would say getting to the studio all started from when my mom died.
Right.
Singing, yeah. Because she was I would say she was my biggest fan. Anytime I'm singing in church and all that, he would be the one to be dancing. And then she would say, Joe, that's your song that you sang in church at that time. I'm going to church to sing that song for me so that I'll dance.
Oh, Charlie.
So I would say she's one of the people that inspire me a lot. And now, if she can hear me,
she definitely
hear my song playing somewhere, the dance this woman will dance outside.
Oh,
I would say she will even be the person to hype my song than anybody.
Yeah.
So she inspired me with a New Me because I went through a serious breakdown. It's like the brain is shattered, cry.
Yeah.
So
I can see.
I started saying this is the new. That's why I came up with this, the New Me.
Right.
Because I got my soul. That was my first single I released. Yeah. Okay. So my mom inspired me a lot with the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
May she rest in perfect peace. Right. And so now you're in a place where you are in a new environment, you've kind of lost your mom, but you have a child. So it's like a barter trade. Is a replacement, and so you have responsibilities, so juggling between working and wanting to do music. How difficult was it for you to, try to balance family life, and your personal interest, as in you wanting to make music?
Yeah. So I would say it's a difficult one because I wanted to take the music and ministry because I love God. So I wanted to take it like a full-time thing.
Right.
But no one is going to sponsor you at this time, so you have to balance work with it. And sometimes, even if I tell you I record, you will even be shocked. My song you are listening out there, none of them were recorded in any studio or room. It was recorded in my car.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll carry the machines, laptop, and I'll go because the children will make noise.
Play the yeah, man. Okay, abab, Charlie.
Yeah. So at night, 12 o'clock, I'll enter the car. Everywhere is quiet. The whole London is quiet.
Right.
And I'll be in the car. And then I'll be sweating.
Charlie, I can imagine.
And imagine doing retakes.
I can imagine. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The only song that was recorded in studio was in Frama. That was my first time having a studio experience.
Right.
But the rest of the song was in the car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Charlie, Charlie, the hustle be different. The hustle and the determination be different. And so, from everything that you've said so far and what I gather so far, you're very faith-based. Like, you're very into your faith. And so I want to know, would you consider yourself as a Christian musician or a Christian rapper? I mean, what would you classify yourself as?
I'll classify myself as a conscious.
Right.
Yeah.
So, as you were saying, you've had to sacrifice family life and everything and, put your gift as, the last thing. And even to the point where you have to record in your car. Bro, that's wicked,
Yeah, bro.
That'd be wicked.
See me. Yeah. If you see me in the way, man, I've done myself in the car.
Yeah. Right. That's wicked. And now you identify yourself as a conscious musician.
Yes.
And so I just generally want to know, who are some of your inspirations when it comes to music? Who are some of the musicians you listen to on a regular?
Okay. I listen Childish Gambino.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say he's someone I watch a lot. So if you see that's my music videos, there's some acts that I move him and all that. So I watch him a lot. He's also not a musician only. He's a filmmaker.
He's a filmmaker. Yeah, I mean, he does crazy films you even know, but he is.
Yeah. So Childish Gambino, that's in the US, and then if we come to Ghana, there's Akan. Yes.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you come to Ghana, Akan is my thing. I watch Akan a lot. So if you're listening to the one I was doing, the so that was Akan thing that I was doing there.
Yeah, that's definitely his vibe. That is definitely his vibe. Right. And so now that you've released, how many singles have you released so far?
I have the ones I've released here right now. Oh God, please let me remember. Not on this live interview. It will be very embarrassing that I don't know my own. So I have New Me.
Yeah.
Out, and I have Akwentuo.
Right.
And then I have One God.
One God. Right. What?
And then and I have Big God.
Right. And is Big God the one that you were playing the basketball, or that's
different? No, the basketball was the one, Confession. So thanks for reminding me. So we got 5 now. Yeah, that was the Confession.
Right.
So Confession, Big God, One God, Akwentuo, New Me. We got 5 here, and then we got Balance 6.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then we got Holy 7.
Right. Okay, all right. I mean,
and then we're going from 8.
Okay, all right. So far you have 8 singles out.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's solid. That's solid. I mean, for somebody who was once upon a time scared to go and record, all the way to having 8 songs out, Charlie. It don't be bad, cry. It don't be bad.
Thank you. Now the confidence is there.
Listen, bro. Listen. When I listen to your music here, there's a lot of projection. There's a lot of confidence in the way, like your poise, the way you spit out your lyrics, your pushes. Don't drop it. I mean, I know juggling family and music in Obi Maso is terrible.
It's not easy.
Listen, use this as your only discipline, to stay grounded and prioritize your family.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Use this, like, if anybody will say you're bad, let your badness reach the music thing. Oh, because of music you don't have time for us. Yeah, let that be the only excuse.
Okay.
Because I mean, there's a lot of musicians, Ghanaian musicians in this country, but because of circumstances and time and place and sometimes wrong crowd and all that, Charlie. So prioritize your music and your family, and you'll be good. You'll be good. Listen, there's 2 things. You can be a recording artist and make decent income with consistency. Yeah. You can be a recording artist and a performing artist. Making appearances will make you more money because the streaming money, it takes time to accumulate.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
But appearances, I mean, you can charge, reasonable amount when you're making appearances. But like what you're doing now, is you're making sure that by the time you're physically ready to make appearances, you have more than 1 song. You understand? And so at least if you have 5 songs in your bag and somebody calls you anywhere, it's not like you're going to perform just 1 song and dip. You're the bag. I mean, but I'm only telling you this because you have a family, and so if you don't make the music your only vice and you add other things, you will break your home.
Yes, it's true.
If you make the music your only vice, they will say, Jab, he's always doing his music. Let that be the only thing they can say about you. Yes. Let that be the only vice they can complain about. Especially when it comes to the misses and, let that be the only complaint. If you add like going out, hanging out at unnecessary time, bro, I'm telling you. Yeah. Too much wahala. You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want that type of stress. And so please just let the music be the only vibe. But anyway, so I mean projection. I mean, where do you see yourself maybe in the next, 2-3 years leading up to 5 years? Like where do you see yourself?
I love this question. It's scary.
Right.
Yes. If I say it's scary where I see myself in the next 5 years, right. I'm sure people are going to come back to this interview. That's scary because it's going to be like how?
Right.
Yes. That's the question people will be asking, like how? Because we want, the like of the Burna Boys, we want the like of the Michael Jacksons and all that to be filling the stadium like this. But a conscious musician or / gospel musician.
Right. I mean, like the J. Cole type of energy.
Yes.
Right.
You see, so it's going to be scary, and being Ghanaian is going to be more scary because 5 years now. I like when you even extended it to 5 years because it's a 5 years that's going to be scary.
Yeah. I mean, every musician, there's 4 stages. There's the first stage where you decide to want to do music. The second stage is finding yourself. Third stage is identifying with the type of crowd that like what you do. And the fourth stage is consistency, because when you find a crowd that like what you do, all you have to do is to be consistent. You understand? And so always have these 4 stages in your mind.
Yes.
Once you make the decision, it's like going to do any business. You've decided, I want to go and sell tomatoes. Now, okay, where are you going to get your tomatoes from? Who is going to buy your tomatoes? How often can I get these tomatoes to the market? And this is how you can make it work. You understand? And so it's always good to have like a 5-year projection. Don't worry about, the small numbers now. The consistency. I see your style. And I see the way the way your pen game, your lyricism, your demeanor and, mannerism in your videos is just there. Like when I look at you, I can only compare you to like Black Sherif in the industry with what you're doing.
Wow.
If Black Sherif is ahead of you, he's only ahead of you because he's known. And he has a record label behind him.
Yes.
And you see what you're doing. The only person in the Ghana music industry who is doing equally the same thing, but I mean his style of music, I mean, is not as conscious as you, even though he has some conscious music. It's Kweku Smoke.
Kweku Smoke, yes. I get people telling me to
exactly
Smoke.
Your vibe, your vibe and the energy, that's what I can only compare your vibe and everything to him, but in terms of lyrics and stuff, I mean the two of you are different. Like. Yes, have a 5-year projection, but I also cherish the small, every day, 1 follower, 2 follower, cherish it. Because eventually when 1,000 people come follow you, if you don't know how to manage 1 or 2 followers, how are you going to manage 1,000 people?
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
So So I mean, it'd be very, very important. But anyway, I mean, tell us what you're working on now and, what we should expect. I mean, moving forwards.
Right now, the works have even become a lot to the extent of now we don't even know what we are putting out there.
Right.
So because last year I released Akwentu.
Right.
The song that talking about the life in abroad and people, and then the Akwentu number 2 or Akwentu part 2.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. Wow. This year with King Paluta on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. Even if there was a way we can even connect it, I would let you play so that listeners can. Your listeners will get a VIP listening first before it comes out.
I mean, we'll do that on my TikTok live, and then I'll record it so that when you release it on the day, I'll release my video too on the day.
Yes.
So that we can have a lot of content supporting the release.
Yes. So
we can do that. We can do that on the live.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. So
right.
We're planning to release that. We got B-Strap also.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got B-Strap also this year.
Right.
And there are other couple artists we are still working on to also join, you know, to make the art stronger.
Right. I mean, it's very necessary to collaborate. So,
yes,
I mean, yeah,
yes,
it's good. It's
yes.
good. But then, I mean, with everything you're doing now, are you signed to any record label? Do you have any management company? You know, how are you surviving, you know, doing all this by yourself, doing all this?
So right now, how I'm surviving, I'm not under any record label.
Right.
But when I say manager, I got one manager.
Okay.
That is you supporting and all that, but not supporting in terms of maybe putting in massive money and all of that. In terms of if you want to contact me in anything,
okay, you go through him.
He's the one that will just.
I mean, give him shout outs. Let's appreciate him too.
Yo. So shout out to Daniel.
Right.
So.
All right.
Yeah.
Big up yourself, Daniel, for holding my boy down. Come on.
Yeah, but you know something. Yeah, there's one thing people don't know. Yeah, about my thing that I'm doing, but my videos out there is shot by my wife. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I mean, I make videos too. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I do photography and videos. That is a different side of me. And so but I didn't think, wait, is she like a professional or you're the one directing? Because I know you're the cinematographer, and so are you the one directing?
I direct sometimes, but sometimes she brings up the concept and then we go with it.
Wow.
Yeah. So
big up. Hey, shout outs to the wife, man.
right now she's in the kitchen making your love.
Oh wow. Hey, big up to her, man. Big up to her. Big massive respect to her. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
She loves what we are doing.
Right.
She loves what we're doing. So she's
supporting it's good when you find somebody that, you know, is really into what you're doing. But my advice to you will be, you know, don't give her any reason to doubt what you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
it's really hard. It'll be mine. So it's really hard to find somebody to support you and what you do.
Trust me. Trust me. Cool. So I know it's not even when we are filming. That's the hard thing. You know, sometimes when we release the work out there and then people don't know what we go through just to put the art there, they will be throwing whatever comment they want to throw. They don't know. It's really sad. You know, there are times we go on location to go and film, and then we have 2 kids in a baggie, in a pushchair.
Right.
We carry them in the set.
Right.
So by the time I'll be performing and then she say action and then we are filming.
Yeah.
Sometimes we are filming and then the pushchair is not locked, or you will see the pushchair running.
Go in, Charlie.
Chase it and go and catch it. I have videos there where I'm filming because we know what we are doing. We know how the future is going to be like. So we have videos where people are going to see where we are going on location. You know, when you enter underground, you see these long stairs. We are holding cameras and then things on it. See what we go through just to film something to put out there. They don't know, but it's because of the love of God.
Listen, listen. They don't have to know because this is how the Lord is preparing you for something greater. If people know from your beginnings, it won't be a surprise when they see you on the top. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. And so they don't have to know how you got there. And this is why when you document it, it becomes a sellable product. It becomes something that you can, you know, sell on a different, you know, tangent. Say, imagine 5 years from now, you're big, mashallah, you're going to be big, yeah.
Amen.
And you're big, yeah. And you put up a documentary and you build a website and say to all your fans, if you want to watch an exclusive, you know, how I became who I am, pay £20. Subscribe to my. They'll pay. Because now these are people who are so much into you that they want to see how you became who you are. And so sometimes, you know, it's not for them to know. It's for you to know how to package it for the future.
We work on that. My wife
exactly.
Because she's a documentary filmmaker.
Exactly.
So she's a lot of this, so I'll let her start working on that.
Yes, so it's very necessary. Yeah, man, bro. Listen. My guy.
Thank you very much.
Listen, just know everything is sellable. You just have to understand the time and place and when to present it. You understand? And so, yeah, I don't doubt what you're doing. I have a strong feeling for you.
Thank you very much.
Keep. That's what I'm saying. Don't add any other vices to making music. And so, bro, all right. So wrapping up on this interview, listen, it has been a very amazing, conversation speaking to you, and very revealing and eye-opening, because I just have a good feeling about, what you're doing and, where you're going to end up if you keep doing the same thing, progressing, you're going towards the right direction. And so, what do you have for, the new fans who are going to discover you through this interview, the people who already know you, what are you going to say to them?
Keep supporting the Jab movement.
Right.
Keep loving what I'm doing. And then also, if you're an upcoming, do not give up. Keep doing what you're doing. Do everything. Right. Just do it.
Yeah.
Because one thing I've noticed is, when you were playing one of the song, the one you were actually enjoying and vibing to it, it was the song that I actually made and then didn't care about it. I didn't care. But watching the vibe you gave to that song actually made me see, so I just didn't do anything just like that. So,
bro, listen, let me tell you this. Let me jump in here. It's not everything that you record is meant for your taste or is meant for your liking. Certain messages are for some other people. You understand? The message came to you because you're the one who can best convey it, who can best, speak it, who can best sing it. You understand? And so don't be the one to hold the message back. Once you deliver the message in a music form, anything, just put it out. It's not every song that's going to be a hit, but every song can also touch somebody's life. You understand? And so don't focus on too much on, I want to make a hit, I want to make a hit. Yeah? Just understand that you're trying to touch lives.
That's it.
So once the message comes to you and you record it, just put it out, let the universe deal with the rest of it.
That's it. That's it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. And before I continue, also, you were asking how, if maybe there's any management, support.
Yeah, yes.
So right now, we will say Capre. Yeah.
Familiar will say that thing I get.
Yeah. So that's Capre. So sometimes it's our own pocket money we have to join to actually achieve something, and sometimes we do things without having even anything. So we can, if maybe we have like maybe £200 to support with what you are doing, we'll put everything to just do it. If we eat Gary, we'll eat Gary and survive. That is it. We want the message to be out there. That's what's important to us. That's it. With the money, we know it's going to come later.
That's great. That's great. I mean, listen, you always have to sacrifice at some point for the greater good, and so don't worry, it go happen. It go happen. You're very too talented. I mean,
thank you.
It go happen.
Thank you.
All right. So tell people where they can find your music. Your social media handles. Where they can come and follow you to to be part of your journey. Let people know, please.
So you go on all music platforms: Apple Music, Boomplay, Audiomack, Spotify. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. And on social media, Instagram is Jab4K, and if you go on TikTok, it's Jab4K, Twitter is Jab4K, everywhere. So guys, go follow me, go stream my music. You put all your comment there. I'm also open. If you want to work with me and all that, I'm open-minded person. Or if you want directions in maybe doing one or things, because I got one or two upcoming artists as well that are in my DMs, and I'm directing them how to go about things and all that. So I'm open-minded, guys. Just come in. Let's just put works out there. Yeah, man.
Hey, people, listen. Like I'm saying, sometimes I don't even know who is coming on next. But all I want you guys to know is pay attention to the artists when they speak, and you know, just give them a little chance. The same way you are supporting all these big artists. Once upon a time, they were just like anybody else you will find on this platform. And I'm telling you guys, Jab 4K is going to be great. I mean, I don't know when, I don't know how, I don't know when, but all I know, you know, when you have a good feeling about somebody, you know, it's going to be great. And so please, please, I need everybody to go on his social platforms, follow him on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you know, especially YouTube. Subscribe. When you go on Spotify to listen to his music, subscribe to his Spotify channel. You know, I mean, let's follow him. Let's make sure that we become part of his success story. You know, please, everybody, let's support Jab 4K. Ghana in the building. Ghana stand up. In Konkwanzana mudi o Twitter nene in your man munya no fan supporting kwalano. No musutimi me bibi. Na industry no is poor. You get what I'm saying? I mean, you can only count like 3 artists out of the million artists we have in Ghana going international. I mean, when we have a lot of talent in the industry, and so it is very necessary that, listen, we support the artists, you know, regardless, you know, where they're coming from. Once we identify talent with the artists, let's make sure we project them to the rest of the world. And so, bro, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for making time to come and speak to me. I really appreciate you. You don't know, but I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, I mean, I'll keep tabs with you. I mean, Charlie, right now we are family with that, because I mean, you growing up exactly where I grew up, Charlie. This is not a coincidence. Today was meant to happen, and so I'm very glad you came my way, and I'm very glad, you know, we've had the chance to speak. Listen, keep doing your thing, stay positive, and remember all the things I've said to you. Let music be your only vice. Don't add other things to it. All right, people. This your boy Beats Exclusives in the building. This is yet another interesting conversation. Listen, I'm glad I came across this gentleman and we've had a very beautiful conversation. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Listen, Beats Exclusives is here with the artist Pop, and this is why I bring to you all the fresh new talent in the game. Listen, I'll catch you on the next one. Let's go, people. Bye-bye. Bro, I'll speak to you in a bit.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
All right, cool. Bye-bye.
Bye.